Hello ladies and gents, welcome to Fishbone Effect. So the idea of fishbone or the idea of a fishbone diagram actually originated from the fundamental idea of a cause and an effect. So what is a cause and what is an effect? So assuming we have a problem in anything that we do in terms of operations, any problem would have a cause and any problem would have the effect of the problem itself. So the idea of a fishbone is to create a breakdown structure where you can get in deep and find out the cause and the effect of the problem. This is explained with regard to so many different aspects, so many different details, so many different examples. Now, when you talk about a cause and effect diagram, one of the main things that the cause and effect diagram helps us to do is to create a perfect brainstorming. So what exactly is a perfect brainstorming? A perfect brainstorming is where you have, let's say, a problem, we analyze the problem, and we create different aspects of the problem with a breakdown, and hence we get to the potential causes of the problem itself. So if you look at the fourth point here, it serves as a visual display of causes that have been studied. So what that helps us understand is that you create a visual display of the problem itself, and that leads us to the cause and effect. Now this is the fishbone itself. So you have 6 different aspects to the fishbone. Typically, traditionally, now a fishbone can be represented in so many different ways. Traditionally, what Ishikawa has done, Ishikawa is a scientist that invented the fishbone. You can say he discovered the fishbone because the fishbone was actually a culmination of a lot of different ideas. So, coincidence, he stumbled upon a fishbone to kind of bring up the idea of the greater fishbone diagram itself. So you have 6 different aspects that I mentioned here with regard to the fishbone. You start with people, methods, machines, materials, environment, and the measurement system. Now, let me tell you again, these are the traditional ways or traditional aspects that can be used to indicate a fishbone. So, the fishbone itself is a brainstormer. A fishbone itself is a brainstorming way or a method to help us get to the root causes and effects. So here you have an example of the fishbone itself. Ideally, what I assume is this is an example of, let's say, a drilling as an operation. So any construction operations or any operations including deep machinery. So as you can see, you have the manpower bit with regard to the different capabilities and aspects of manpower that we have identified. You have the materials bit that we have identified with regard to the different capabilities in terms of materials. For example, the strength of materials itself, the machinability of materials itself. You have the machine bit with the technicalities of the machines that we have tried to identify, and then you have the methods. So invariably you get to a problem. So if you look at the methods here, you have the cut depths and the tool paths and the feeds. So not really complicated. This is just an example of a fishbone in terms of a problem with a machine. All right. So this is what a fishbone diagram is all about. A fishbone diagram is a culmination of the cause and effect method. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.